Hi guys, my name is Jessica.
Hi, I'm Kayla.
And we're here to talk about Young Living oils. I started using Young Living oils because I cannot have any NSAIDs, which are basically Advil, Motrin, that kind of stuff. And the only thing I could use was muscle relaxers, but with a 19-month-old, you really can't use them. So I called Kayla and asked her what she recommended, and she recommended two of the oils that are in the kit, which are really awesome, which are Panaway and lavender.
Oh, that was peppermint. My bad. Lavender.
It's okay. That was the next one you recommended, actually. But I was having a migraine that day and my back hurt, and I borrowed some of this, and I was able to work on the swim deck and take care of my child. So it was pretty cool.
I'm Kayla, and I have been a member with Young Living for almost a year now. And I got started because my daughter at the time was about 2 months old, and she had really bad reflux. And it's not uncommon for babies to have reflux, but they were putting her on medication. I wasn't comfortable with her being on medication that young, and it wasn't helping. And so I was miserable because she was miserable, and I needed something to help. So I called my friend Megan, and I was like, look, I see you posting about these oils. I have no idea what that's about, but if it works, I will try it. So what will help my daughter? And she told me to try lemon and lavender because those are really gentle for babies and they're very versatile. And I was like, all right, what's the best way for me to get this thing? And so I bought my kit because that was the best deal and never looked back. Since then, I have used them from everything from pain to anxiety. I am no longer on any kind of medication for anxiety. I manage it all with my oils. I use it for fever blisters, pretty much everything you can think of. There's an oil for that, and that's what we use in this household. We've gotten rid of pretty much all the medications on our medicine cabinet. We keep like maybe a handful of things just in case, but it never gets used. I don't know why we even keep them on hand anymore. And we don't really need any prescription medications either. Like it's once in a blue moon that we need something. So that's why I use Young Living oils, and that's why I love them so much. Today we are only discussing Young Living oils, and that's because we know they are 100% pure therapeutic grade oils. You don't want to take what we're saying today and go get something from the drugstore and start using it, because a lot of the times the ones that are in the drugstore, they're perfume grade oils, and about 90% of what's in them is like chemicals and synthetic properties that are harmful for your skin, and it's definitely harmful if you ingest them. They will say on the bottle, do not ingest, and usually it says do not use on skin, so they really don't have much use. That's
the same with natural food stores, I think, too.
Yeah, you can't really go get them there. There's only usually like maybe 3 or 4% of pure essential oils in those. So they're not FDA regulated, so they can put pure essential oil, but it's not telling you that it's only like 3% pure essential oil. So don't take what we're saying here and go out to the drugstore or go out to your health food store and buy any of those and try this, because it's not meant for that. These oils are meant to be used aromatically, internally, and topically, and they are seed to seal guaranteed to be pure essential oils. We can post some graphics and a link to the seed to seal for you guys so you can check that out. But basically it means from the time these plants are seeds, they are planted in the ground, overseen by Young Living from the time they are planted until they are harvested and distilled, bottled up, and sent out to us. They have, this guarantee that they are going to be the product you are looking for and nothing adulterated. So we are not doctors. We cannot diagnose, treat, or cure you, but we can tell you how these oils have worked for us and how they might work for you. So that's why we're here. We just want to share our journey of health and wellness with you. So
I actually wanted to let everybody know that Chris was going to a neurologist, and he actually stopped going because he actually liked the oils better.
Yeah,
so he asks me to, when he goes into back pain, to put his 3 favorite oils on.
Yeah. My favorite
which are in the kit.
My absolute favorite thing about these oils is that there aren't any side effects. Like if you get a prescription medication, you can read in the pamphlet they give you, and it's like may cause, and then there's like a laundry list of things that it might cause to go wrong. Our upline Megan the other day got a prescription, and she was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get it filled. And she read the pamphlet, and it's like may cause liver damage or death. And she's like, oh, I think I'll go home and make my own oil capsule. And that's what she did. She's like, I'm not going to kill my liver with some medicine. Like, no. So that's one of the things that I love about these. So
see, I actually have to take a medicine that helps with something, and those symptoms I'm getting are awful. I need to figure out an oil combination right now.
It's much better, I tell you. All right. So what are essential oils?
Essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant. They contain hormone-like compounds and help regeneration in the cells. They have the ability to penetrate cell membranes, which is kind of cool, and diffuse through the blood and tissue. Their particles are so small that they even cross the blood-brain barrier.
Yes, and that is actually really cool because most medications, their particles are too large to cross the blood-brain barrier. So while they may be helping you and doing what they say they're going to do, they're not getting to the root of the problem. So the essential oils can actually get in there, cross that blood-brain barrier, and get down to business. They can get down to what's really going on. So I think that's pretty neat. So
that is pretty cool. I'm actually going to show a couple of different ways you can actually use them.
My bad. I think my phone's on.
Oops. I thought it was mine at the first time. One, my favorite is actually peppermint.
And this is aromatically. You can use them 3 different ways, but this is aromatic use.
Joe is going to say, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
You could also diffuse them, which is also aromatically. My favorite way is actually smelling from the bottle. It takes a couple of seconds to get into, a couple of minutes to get into your system. Or you can put 1 drop on your hands, rub them together, and smell them like this.
Yes, when my daughter was 6 months, I had to fly to Texas by myself with her. And it was like, I think our flight left at like 6 a.m. So I'd been up since about 3 a.m. And a 6-month-old trying to keep her entertained on the flight and keep yourself awake is not easy. So I actually took lemon, because it's one that energizes you, and I put that in my hand and I rubbed them together, and I just sat there holding her because she fell asleep and holding it over my nose, like to keep myself awake. Aww. Which I mean, everybody thought I was crazy, but it really worked. So I stayed awake the whole flight. I was able to make it the next hour-and-a-half drive home from the airport to my mom's house, like awake and alert. So I love aromatic use. It's a very easy way to do it. It only takes I think it's like 30 seconds for it to go from your nose into the blood-brain barrier. So it's really, really cool.
Well, we just went from Cape May to West Virginia, and Haley was not having it. So I actually took a couple of drops of lavender, which is also in the kit, and put it on a cotton ball and threw it in the vent. And after a while, she was so calm. It was very nice.
I like to use them aromatically because when you use things like candles or scent burners, warmers, they might smell great, but they have chemicals in them. So you're burning off those chemicals in your home, and you're going to be inhaling those properties. And that, it's not the best thing for you. So personally, I diffuse like every day because it makes your room smell awesome. You're getting health benefits, and everybody around you is getting the health benefits. So it really does work. The health properties are just dispersed through the air. You're breathing them in. It's going straight where you need it. It's one of the fastest way for you to get relief, especially if you're dealing with anxiety. You can smell it straight from the bottle or from your hand, and it's going to get in there, really quick and help relieve that tension or stress you're feeling. So aromatically is a really great and easy way to use the oils.
It only takes 22 seconds to get from the nose to the brain. and then it crosses the blood-brain barrier in 3 seconds to reach your organs, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I diffuse every single day. My husband will come home and he's like, it smells so good in here. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I cleaned all day.
Well, it's kind of funny because Chris is actually a supervisor, and I realize if I diffuse stress away before he comes in, he's a happier man.
See?
Oops, I didn't say that out loud.
Don't tell our secret, but you can use that as those little tips, we promise.
He leaves work at work when that happens.
So there's 2 other ways that you can use these oils. And
do you want to talk about this one? The diffuser?
Oh, go ahead. I forgot.
It's okay. The diffuser, this is actually, you can talk about it. This one's yours. Mine is actually different. Mine is a raindrop.
No,
dewdrop.
Dewdrop.
Close.
Yeah. There's a couple different diffusers that come in the premium starter kit. You can choose between the home diffuser or the bamboo diffuser. Jessica got hers at a time when it was like a special, just for like 2 days. They had a special diffuser, so she got a lucky one. But
that's cool.
This is the home diffuser, and it's really cool. It's very easy to use. You just take the lid off, you pour in distilled water, you add maybe 2 or 3 drops of whatever oil you want to use, put the lid back on, and turn it on. Now, this setting is continuous. It'll run for about 3 to 3.5 hours like this, and then it'll just shut itself off when it runs out of water. It has a second setting, which is intermittent, and this will run for about 6 to 6.5 hours, and then it'll shut itself off. You can actually hold the button down and turn the light off, so if you don't want the light on at night, see, light goes off, and then you can turn it off. So it's pretty cool. A lot of people will ask me, can you run the diffuser all night? Is that safe? And it's perfectly safe. I keep one in my daughter's room, run it all night. I do it intermittently, so it runs the whole time. And intermittently runs 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So that's what that means. And then I keep one in my bedroom at night, and I run it till it runs out. So we run it for like 6 hours at night. So it's perfectly safe, and it's a great way to help you sleep and get nice restful sleep. So
we actually have been diffusing the Allergy Trio, and Chris's new favorite one is actually Joy.
Oh, I love the Allergy Trio. Joy's good too, though. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to forget about the diffuser. I got excited.
It's okay.
So the other 2 ways, the first one we're going to talk about is internally. Now, internally, I don't have the capsules in here with me, but one of the ways you can do it is get the little gel capsules. They're like this big. Actually, not gel capsules, sorry, veggie capsules. And you take them apart, and then you take your oil and you just like drop it straight into the capsule, couple drops, fill the rest of it up with a carrier oil, and then close the lid, swallow it, and drink some water with it so it flushes throughout your system. And you can take them about every, if you're feeling sick, you want to take them every hour because you want to take them early and often if you're feeling sick to fight it off. If you're not sick and you're just taking something, that you need day to day, you can take it every couple hours, take it maybe once or twice a day. It just depends on what you're using it for, how many times you would take it. Then the next way to use it internally is you can drink it in water. So when we want to drink it in water, we want to do it in a glass water bottle or a stainless steel water bottle because the citrus oils can actually break down the petrochemicals in plastic or styrofoam, and that means it will eat through your cup. So you'd end up with a hole in your cup, and that's not good. And plus, even if it doesn't eat through your cup, it's still digesting those petrochemicals, and then you're ingesting those petrochemicals. Ooh. So yeah, we don't want to do that. So we say only drink it in glass or stainless steel. Whenever you drink something like lemon, people they're like, oh, well, if it breaks down plastic, what's it going to do to me? No, it's not. Don't worry about that. It's the rind of the lemon. So that's where the oil comes from. So it's safe to ingest. But what it does in your system is it goes to your fat cells and it eats the petrochemicals out of your fat cells and gets rid of the toxins and detoxifies your body and flushes that out of your system. So it's really cool. Did you want to say something about?
I actually did. Some will say that you can take it internally. Some will say only dilute it. Mm-hmm. Some can be only topical, and then some can be all 3.
Yes. Like lemon, for example, is a dietary supplement. You can take this one internally. So on the back of the label, it says it says directions, dietary supplement. So it'll tell you if you can ingest it or not. Panaway, for example, you would only want to use this topically. You could diffuse it, but I mean, it's going to smell like root beer, which is fine, but it's not going to have the effect you want, you know, doing that one. That way you'd want to use this one topically. But peppermint, you can use all 3 ways. Lavender, you can use all 3 ways. And there's just different uses for each one, but it's on the label. It'll tell you what to do. So you don't have to worry about that. It's pretty much foolproof. The last way to use them internally is to take it and drop it straight under your tongue. And I did that the other day. I didn't have any glass water bottles with me, and I didn't have like something like a capsule, and I had indigestion. So I took, I did a drop of peppermint under my tongue and then drank some water with it, and my indigestion cleared up within 5 minutes. It was really cool. You can also actually, when you take it, you can do it on your thumb and hold it to the roof of your mouth for like a headache. So that's another way internally. Whenever you are taking these, if you're on medication, you want to make sure you consult a physician before you start taking them, just so that nothing interacts with medication you may be on. It's usually, you know, like your doctor's probably going to tell you it's fine, but you want to make sure with them before you start, because we can't tell you yes or no.
My doctor actually got excited the other day when I actually told her I was doing oils.
Yeah, most doctors, well, not most, but some doctors will be like 100% behind it and, you know, all for it. If it helps you, they're like, yeah. Whenever you are taking these internally, they metabolize within 2.5 hours. So like I said, if you need to use them often, that is okay. The last way to use them is topically. Now, topically, some people are nervous about it because they're like, well, is it going to burn me? No. There are some oils that are like more prone to being like skin irritants. We call them hot oils. And that doesn't mean it's going to burn you. It just means that your skin might be a little more sensitive to it. So like peppermint, for example, some people are a little sensitive to that. So we tell you to dilute it. That means taking a carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil or sunflower oil and putting the oil mixed with that and then rubbing it on wherever you need it. Thieves is a hot oil. Panaway can be a hot oil. But you can also use them neat, which means just applying them straight to the skin. Lavender, I use neat. Lemon, Stress Away, frankincense, joy, I don't dilute any of those. Melaleuca, I don't dilute either, because they're mild oils. They're not going to cause skin irritation. If you're using them on children, though, we do say that you should dilute because they metabolize things differently than we do, and their skin's more sensitive than ours is usually. So we tell you, you know, like dilute it just to be safe. Some things like peppermint, you want to dilute heavier than others. Like lemon, you don't have to dilute as much. But a great reference if you have children or if you're pregnant is this book, Gentle Babies. This is not sold by Young Living, but it is all about Young Living oils. You can get this on Amazon or eBay. It's like $15 or $20.
Actually, I got mine for $13 the other day.
See, they're cheap. But it tells you different things, and it tells you, it'll break it down like by children or babies, for the mother if you're pregnant, and it'll tell you what to do or what oils to use, and it'll tell you if it needs to be diluted and how much to dilute it. So that's a good reference if you're worried about using them on children.
It takes 2 to 3 minutes to enter the bloodstream and 20 minutes to reach every organ when you put them on the feet. That's actually my favorite for lemon at night, because right now during the summertime, certain oils like the citrus make you burn faster.
Yeah, they can cause your skin to be more photosensitive. We do say that if you're going to use a citrus oil like lemon on your skin, to either put it, like she said, on your feet or somewhere where your clothes are going to cover it during the day, because for about 24 hours, it can cause your skin to be a little more photosensitive. So that's just use caution when using that. If you are using them topically, you can use them pretty much anywhere. On your face, behind your ears, down your neck, on your throat, on your chest, your belly, your legs, your feet, your arms, your hands. Just do not put them directly in your eyes, and do not put them straight into your ears. If you want to use them for your ears, you want to put it on a cotton ball and then stick it in your ear opening, or rub it around the ears on the outside of the earlobe, but not directly in the ears.
That's actually a good point, because a lot of kids right now are having
ear
infections.
Mm-hmm.
It's ear infection.
Yeah.
Ear.
you want to make sure that you don't put those directly in your eyes or ears because it's going to burn. If you happen to accidentally wipe your eye with an oil on your fingers, take something like coconut oil or olive oil and gob it over your eye to pull the oil out and dilute it, because water and oils don't mix, so that's just going to make it burn worse. So that's just a tip.
I laughed at you when you actually told me to do it, but it definitely felt a lot better.
I did it. I had Pan-Away on my hands once, and I thought I'd washed it off, and then, well, actually, I didn't think I'd washed it off. I meant to wash it off and forgot, and then I went like this, and I was like, because it starts to burn. So I got my coconut oil out, and I rubbed it on, and it like instantly soothed it. It pulled that oil out. I was so much better. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If it's an accident, just do that really quick. But yeah, if you're in doubt of where to put them on your feet. Our feet have the largest pores on our body. They're the least sensitive area of our body. And they, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, they get to every organ in the body. So they have VitaFlex points on the bottom of your feet, and we'll post that graphic for you guys. It's really cool. You can put it on your big toe to help with snoring. You can put it on the tops of your toes to go to your brain. It helps your brain function. You can look at the rest of the VitaFlex points, but everywhere on your foot will go to every organ in your body. So if you're in doubt, put them on the bottom of your feet and you're good to go. So
there's even points on your ankle. I don't know if you knew that.
And your ears. There's ear VitaFlex points too.
My favorite new thing is actually Epsom salt baths. They're great for relaxation and detox. I like the peppermint one. But you always have to put oil in the Epsom salt first before putting it in the bath. They will float on top of the water, but oil and water doesn't mix, so that's why you have to put the in the Epsom salt first.
Epsom salts are a great carrier for your oils in the bathtub. It makes a really relaxing bath. So
it's so much better than bath gel and all that stuff.
Yeah, it smells great. Oh, I love it. I like to do Pan-Away baths. They feel really good.
I haven't tried that one yet. I gotta try that one.
So soothing.
Especially after the swim team coaching stuff.
So now that you wow. I think I need to get Brain Power. That's a new oil. So, I mean, that's an oil that I need because, oh my gosh, my brain. Okay.
Either that or we have to diffuse peppermint and
I know,
right now at 7 o'clock at night.
My 13-month-old is like driving me nuts. But so now that you know, I did again. Know how to use the oils. Well, let us tell you which oils are actually in the kit. Let me see. Sorry. We have some notes just so we stay on track, which I'm doing a very bad job of, apparently.
As she said, Pan-Away, which is both our favorites, and Chris's. It soothes joints, muscles. Oh, okay. She just brought something up there instead of looking straight down, which really helps. It's for sore muscles, bruising, swelling, which is really cool. Because I don't know about anybody's knees being the ages we are right now. My knees swell to the point. Joint pain, sciatic pain, which a lot of us have lower back issues. Headaches, stiffness, pressure, and tissue damage. This is my favorite one for my fibromyalgia too, which is kind of cool.
I love Pan-Away. I have really bad back spasms, and Pan-Away combined with peppermint and a warm, wet cloth on my back feels awesome. So it helps relieve that spasm so I don't have to go get like muscle relaxers. So I love it. Stress Away, do you want to talk about that one?
My favorite. Anyone who has a kid needs this or having a bad day. Oops, there it is. It is my favorite oil. I actually ran out of it, and my husband realized that I ran out of it and went, get your oil, happy oil. He calls it my happy oil. So it's pretty awesome. It helps with lifting with moods, tension, and reduces nervous tension. It helps reduce anxiety. And it restores mental balance, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
I think there's some others that it does too.
Stress Away is very good. It's the only one that we have that has vanilla in it. and it smells like a tropical paradise. I wear it as perfume. I have my roller bottle. Your kit will come with a roller filament. So I have mine on Stress Away because I literally just roll it on like perfume.
And I actually ingest it. I put it 2 drops every morning, or try to do 2 drops every morning in a glass of water.
Stress Away is great. It's usually one of everybody's favorites. Joy. Joy is awesome. It smells pretty floral. So when some people first get it, like myself, you're like, oh, that's strong. But it's actually really awesome when you wear it or diffuse it. It's great for stress or heightened emotions. It's good for sadness, emotional pain, sleep issues, hyperactivity, stinky laundry, grief, or any kind of emotional imbalance.
I'm actually laughing because the first night I put it in the diffuser, my husband said, I love you. And then I hear snoring. He was totally out. So was my daughter. So I was texting. So I don't know if I was texting you, Kayla, or somebody else, but I was like, Joy is awesome. I am totally tired right now. And
I was like, it must be relaxing.
I have to work in a couple of hours also because the first day I did it, I actually took a nap. And no wonder why I slept really good.
Joy is really good for emotional imbalance. If you're dealing with anything like depression or things like that, it can help lift you up. Any kind of blues, it's really good for that. You can just take 1 drop and apply it over your heart, and it will help just change your mood around, lift you up. It's very, very good for anything like that. So if that's an issue you're dealing with, keep Joy in mind. This is one of my favorites. I never go anywhere without it. I carry it in my purse. I wear it on my diffuser necklace. I put it on my feet and my daughter's feet every day. It's Thieves. Thieves is like an immune boosting superpower oil.
Was that the one that one of your students told your boss that he smells like you?
Yeah. Well, my boss is obsessed with Thieves because of me. And he bought like a whole bunch of Thieves products from me. Well, not from me, but through me. I let him use my discount. And one of the things is a hand sanitizer. And he put it on and like went around the whole gym and was like making everybody try it. And they were all like, we smell like Miss Kayla. Because I wear Thieves everywhere. I think it's hilarious. They're always like, Miss Kayla, you smell so good. But
Thieves is my favorite diffused. I love that smell.
It smells like Christmas.
Awesome.
I love it because it really does kill off the bacteria and viruses. It helps protect you from getting sick. It helps you get well if you're already sick. It helps to get rid of cold sores, which I have a lot, and it stinks when I have them. So I use Thieves, and they're gone within 2 days instead of like a week. Thieves is just awesome. If you diffuse it in your house, it's going to help purify the air. So if anybody else is sick around you, you can diffuse Thieves, and it'll protect everybody else from getting sick.
It really does, because Chris was sick a couple of months ago with a headache and the stomach issues. I diffused it right away, put it on myself, and diffused it near my daughter, and we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, when I had a toothache, it did help.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have a funky taste a little bit, but I was out of pain. I couldn't even chew.
It has, it's got clove in it. So if you don't like the taste of clove, that's what she's probably tasting. To me, it tastes like cinnamon. I love Thieves. I brush my teeth with Thieves toothpaste. I put it on my teeth if I have any kind of before I had the toothpaste, my teeth would hurt sometimes. So I would put Thieves on my gums and it helped. But now I have the toothpaste, so I just brush with that every day and my teeth feel awesome.
I'm actually going to get the toothpaste, I think, this month.
Good. I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
Silly.
I have the Thieves mouthwash, Thieves spray, Thieves hand sanitizer. I love Thieves.
The other thing that I thought she always posts that she has a Thieves spray.
Mm-hmm. I take it
and you
everywhere.
always see Juliet having really big face at a restaurant.
Okay. Thieves kills off nastiness, right? So I have Thieves spray, which is used to purify things. And so we usually have these disposable sticky mats that you can put on the table so that I can put her food down so she can eat and not get the grime off the table. We ran out, and my mom was like, "Oh God, what are we gonna do?" And I was freaking out, and I was like, "Wait, I have Thieves spray." And I like sprayed the table, like wiped it all down, and like you can look at the napkin and it like the gunk it gets off the table is so gross. It's so gross. So I like wiped it down like 3 times and sprayed it, and I was like, yay! And I put it on the table, and Juliet was like, she was like cracking up about it. She thought it was hilarious. And she's like reaching for my bottle of Thief spray, and I was like, I took her picture.
No, it's mine.
Oh, it was so funny. She was like, ah! I'm kidding. I'm like, I carry it everywhere. Like, you laugh, but I'm not getting sick, and that's what's helping me is Thieves. So
I need to start doing that, I think, especially working with kids.
Frankincense is another great oil. It's another immune boosting oil, but on top of that, it helps with a lot of things. It can help with toothaches. It can help with anxiety. It's one of the best oils for anxiety. It's in the Bible, so a lot of people think that's really cool that they actually used it for, you know, a lot. It's mentioned a lot in the Bible. It was heavily used. It's great for breathing issues and swelling. If you have wart issues, it can help get rid of warts. It's great for skin, so it'll help with stretch marks and scars and wrinkles and sunspots. So frankincense is one fantastic oil. I love frankincense.
Peppermint, my other go-to. I actually read the other day that it does help curb your appetite, which was kind of cool.
That's why it's in the weight loss trio.
It also is in the allergy trio, which is what I said earlier. It's amazing. It does help you breathe. It does digestion issues, mental clarity, which most of us always need.
Clearly, tonight, I need peppermint.
The minty aroma definitely helps everybody, and it's totally refreshing. Fevers, which is awesome for if you don't like to take Tylenol or can't take Tylenol. Stress, which I think I need to do later on when I get home.
Lethargy.
Thank you. Soreness, sunburns, odors, like those boots that our husbands have to wear.
Those can smell.
Constipation and gas, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So a girl that is my friend that uses oils, she told us a story at the at our class the other night. Her husband came home and he had gas, and he's like bragging about it. He's like, oh yeah, like gonna mess with her. And she's like, oh, here, hold the baby for a minute. And she went in the other room and she put 2 drops of peppermint in her hand and came back like holding it in her hand. And she went up to him like she was going to give him a hug, and she ripped his shirt up and rubbed it on his belly. And she's like, his gas was gone instantly. And he was so mad at her. He's like, you ruined my fun. So,
oh,
yeah.
Chris, watch out.
Yeah, it really does help with gas.
There you go, Jess. There's your answer to my brother-in-law too.
Oh man. All right. Melaleuca alternifolia. It's also known as tea tree oil.
It's amazing. I just started using that recently.
It's great. It's good for so much. It's great for hair. It helps to ward off lice. So you can put like a drop or 2. Well, I do 1 drop per ounce of shampoo. And I just mix it up in my shampoo. And then you can do that for your kids too to help protect them from lice when they go to school. It's great for your skin, so you can use it in face wash. I make my own face wash with frankincense and melaleuca, and it helps that. It helps acne and things like that. You know, it's great for any kind of skincare. It's also good for supporting a healthy immune system. So melaleuca is fantastic. It's one of those that actually was added to the kit in November, and I'm glad it was because it's a really awesome oil. I really like it.
I forgot to add something about peppermint. It actually also does stuff for insects. I know Cape May is known for ants. I know Newtown and Danbury are also known for ants. So try peppermint oil. It definitely helps.
You can mix it up in like a spritzer bottle, like just a plastic bottle with water, and then spray it along where the ants are coming in, and it'll help keep them from crossing over, keep them out.
It actually keeps a lot of things away, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, spiders and bugs. Bugs don't like peppermint.
My favorite is lavender. I dilute this because on my 19-month-old, and it helps her sleep. It has skin-loving properties, which is kind of cool. you are able to use it on burns and headaches, which I definitely use it. I usually put it on my temples, but don't put too much because it will run into your eyes. That's how I learned from Kayla to put the oils on. It helps with getting rid of bacteria, cuts, sunburn also, fevers also, sleep issues. That's why I put it on my daughter. Any kind of pains, you're able to also use lavender. There actually was a study from a doctor, I believe, that gave one of their patients lavender, and they actually got better with certain things.
Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils because it is literally good for everything. Like, if you have an issue and you're not sure what to use, go ahead and put some lavender on it because it's probably going to help. It's really good for menstrual cramps. I don't take any over-the-counter medications unless I absolutely have to, because I'm breastfeeding and I just don't like putting that in my body at the same time. So I will put lavender on my belly when I have menstrual cramps, and it's awesome. It helps me feel so much better. And it's good for allergies. You can put it on your nose and over your sinuses, or a cheek swipe. Just take it on your finger and go, and it clears up allergies in a flash. So
this is also in the allergy trio. It's kind of funny that you say it's the Swiss Army knife, because I was thinking of that movie Big Fat Greek Wedding, where he goes Windex. Windex helps. So this is the allergy trio: lemon, peppermint, and lavender.
Yep, that's my favorite to diffuse, is the allergy trio.
And my really good pain treatment is Panaway and peppermint. That's my favorite go-to.
Yep.
The other thing with peppermint, though, is if you are pregnant, it's only good for the first and second trimester.
Yes.
And in your third trimester, it can make the baby turn. Oops. And after the baby, it can also start drying up your milk.
Yes. I use peppermint even though I'm still nursing, but I use it sparingly. I don't put it anywhere near my breast, just to be sure. And I don't ingest it very often. The only time I ingest it is if I have really bad indigestion and I don't have Digest on me, or if I have a headache, I'll put it on my thumb and put it to the roof of my mouth. But I use it sparingly because it doesn't dry everybody's milk up, but it can, and I don't want to take that risk. So,
especially since breast milk is like liquid gold.
Yes.
Learned that the hard way. My other favorite is lemon, which is also in the allergy trio, as we just told you. It's perfect for cleaning. Usually the best, I heard that you can actually clean vegetables with lemon water.
Yeah, you can. Citrus vinegar is good for that too.
It is uplifting for spiritual. It helps bloating, which if you eat too much, like Mother's Day is coming up. I know a lot of us like to eat that much. Easter just passed by, but we have Memorial Day coming up where we eat so much because it's a holiday. This is the number one go-to for bloating. It helps with infections, mouth sores. I use this and peppermint in the morning in my diffuser because it helps you wake up. It's used for energy loss. That's why I also use the peppermint with it. It actually helps me with my anxiety. I put it right behind my ears, by my lymph nodes, and then on my wrists.
Yep.
It helps with insect bites. I use it in my hair because my hair is so brittle and my nails are so brittle, so I put them on, use it for my nails. And of course, you can clean with it because it helps with household dirt.
I actually have a little spray bottle, a glass spray bottle mixed up. It's really small, with lemon and water, and I use that to clean my daughter's high chair so that she doesn't have any like nasty chemicals on her tray. And for the rest of the kitchen, I actually have Thieves mixed up in a plastic water bottle, a big one, and I use that to clean my kitchen so that we aren't getting nasty chemicals whenever we cook in there. So
it makes sense.
Purification is awesome. It gets rid of stinky, nasty odors. Like my daughter's diaper pail can sometimes smell really bad, and I diffuse in here. It does. Like, I mean, we change it all the time, but for some reason it's like a lingering odor.
I swear they take after their fathers with that stuff.
Right. It's like,
Sorry,
bad.
dads, we love you. We really do.
Yeah. So I diffuse that whenever there's a nasty odor. Like, we came home the other day from being on vacation, and my husband had been here with the dogs, and I walked in and I was like, oh my God, it smells like dog in here. And he's like, well, thanks, I cleaned. And I was like, I'm not saying you didn't. It just smells like dog. And I diffused purification in my kitchen and in my living room, and the whole house smelled better. It's also good for bloating, so you can rub it like on your belly. It's good for infections and insect bites, scrapes, cuts, acne, sore throat. You can rub it on the outside of your throat, and it really does help. It's great for smelly laundry, anything like that. So purification is my go-to when things don't smell so good.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
Good.
This is Citrus Fresh. It is another oil that comes in the kit right now. The really cool thing is it's a blend. So it comes with spearmint, orange, lemon, tangerine, mandarin, and grapefruit. So diffused, it smells so good.
It's my husband's favorite. He was so mad at me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a weight loss protocol that calls for you to use an entire bottle of Citrus Fresh in it. And so I was like, okay. So I dumped it in, and he comes in and he's like, did you use my Citrus Fresh? I was like, yeah. And he's like, it's my favorite. And I was like, I'll order you a new one. I'm sorry.
That is hysterical. I actually have not diffused it while Chris is home yet. I might have to do that tonight. It's an air purifier, which is kind of cool, probably for those stinky issues also.
Mm-hmm.
It will work. It kills airborne bacteria. It helps with anxiety that most of us do have, even though we don't want to talk about it. It helps with concentrations. I know it's midterm time and almost final time, so this is the number one go-to for concentration right now. Calming and relaxing. I use it for insomnia. It was actually really funny when I read that, because citrus usually wakes you up.
Yeah, but
this one actually kept me asleep. It purifies drinking water. Weight loss, as Kayla said, and the perfume scent is amazing. You can inhale it. You can apply it topically. You can do it as a dietary supplement. You can also diffuse it.
Yeah. Citrus Fresh is fantastic. And that's actually the bonus oil in your kit. You get the first 10 we talked about are the 10 everyday essential oils. And then the bonus oil in your kit is Citrus Fresh. So you're getting 11 oils and a diffuser in your kit, plus the membership for $150. It's fantastic. Retail, that retails for over $300. So you're getting all of that for half price.
Don't forget the really good new drink we have too.
Oh, Ningxia Red. I love Ningxia Red.
I haven't been able to try it yet because I'm allergic to certain berries, so I'm nervous. I'm going to try it this weekend though.
Oh, it's awesome. The Ningxia Wolfberry is one of the highest antioxidant foods in the world. It is awesome. It really just, everything in it is nothing but juices from different berries, and it's infused with essential oils. It is just, it's great for your immune system. It's great for energy levels. It's great for anybody that's diabetic. It helps with blood sugar levels, cholesterol levels. It helps with pretty much everything. It's an overall health drink. You only need 1 ounce a day for it to do what it's supposed to do. And 1 ounce of Ningxia Red has the same amount of protein as 1 egg. So you're getting protein, you're getting all these antioxidants, and you're getting just a really awesome boost to your entire health system.
Maybe I need to try that too.
It's really good. And you get 2 samples, 2 2-ounce packets of Ningxia Red. When you get your kit, put those samples in the fridge and then try it cold. It tastes good to me either way, but it tastes better when it's chilled. So do that. I have a bottle of it in my fridge, and I drink it every day. My husband's like, can I have some? I'm like, no, it's mine. I love it. I'm like obsessed with Ningxia. It's so good. So that's all we have for you right now. But don't just click off. Go back to the event page. We're going to do a drawing for watching the class. We're going to give away a free sample of Peace and Calming.
Which is not oil in the kit, so
You get to try another oil. Peace and Calming is one of my favorites. What we're diffusing right now. It's great for anxiety. It's great for sleep. It's great for children to help them calm down and relax. It's also good for cough. If you have a cough, you can put it on your chest. Helps calm a cough.
I actually just taught 12 kids, and now I'm like totally relaxed and ready to have a good night.
I love Peace and Calming. And anybody who signs up for their kit tonight is going to get their name put in a drawing for a free oil. I'm going to give you a bottle of lime if you win that drawing. Lime is one that I love to put in my water. It tastes good. It's good for you. And it's fantastic. So if you sign up for your kit tonight, I'm going to do a drawing for a free bottle of lime. Okay? So
does that one help with weight loss too?
I use it in the weight loss trio in place of peppermint since I'm nursing. So yeah. So
thanks guys for joining us.
Thank you.
It was very informative. We will be around for questions on the page.
Bring your questions. We'd love to answer them.
Yes. And if we have not touched on a thing that you need to know about, we will do some research for you and get back to you.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.
Or day.